How you guys doing? Luna, Athena, and Tobin back out at Blue River Reservoir in the Willamette National Forest. We're kind of down this old boat ramp. It's hard to get access to the water this time of year, and so it's kind of a not an ideal boat ramp, but that's essentially what we're on. And where we're standing would be typically, I don't know, a couple 100 feet underwater as the lake continues to drain out. Athena, good girl. Athena loves to chase Luna. Stick around for the B-roll. You see a 360 of our surroundings. Definitely on what you would call unlevel ground. So pardon some reaches here, especially in the beginning. Ariana and Evan's Vanille Vendetta. Vanille is French and German for vanilla. And Vendetta is like a blood feud, a revenge. And I've been giving a lot of thought to this fragrance over the last couple of months. And as you can see, I've been using this like crazy. My wife and daughter love this fragrance. The family fragrance score, my wife Alexis gives it a 10. Got rocks in my pocket. Athena, my wife, gives this fragrance a 10. Emily gives it a 9. I would give this a 9 or a 10 all day long. It is unisex. I don't see any reason why a man can't pull this off. This is another one of those just perfect date night fragrances. You can wear this anywhere and everywhere, from the ball game on Saturday to, how about those Ducks, to work, church on Sunday. There is nowhere, in my opinion, that you can't wear this fragrance. I think a man can pull this off, and I think a lady can pull this off. This is the vanilla in this is not a gourmand vanilla by any means, not in my opinion, not whatsoever. This is more of a bitter, boozy, woody, spicy vanilla. This is a masculine vanilla, a unisex fragrance. Applying the tube 2.0. Sunday afternoon, about 4:40 now. Just the three of us up here. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. If you are aware of my good friend Glenn Sherman, what he's been going through, just keep it brief here in the video. He was preparing for a colonoscopy to try and find where the bleed is coming from. The last I heard from his wife Susie today, Sunday, the 28th now today. I have not heard from her. I'm where I am. There's no cell service, so I've been out of cell service for a couple of hours. Already scooped into my Captain's Choice bowl, and I did that with my Oregon Duck Ian Lagaki scoop. He is Last Shadow here on YouTube. Brush I'm using is from Frank's Shaving. It is a Manchurian Silvertip. Ready, sweetheart? I've already had that soaking in my bowl over here. Let's start whipping this up. So the opening of this fragrance and the extrait, which I have not tried, I'm reviewing the splash. The extrait I have not tried, has a couple other notes in it that's not present in this, and that's all the more I'm going to say about it to not cause confusion. I have a decant from my good friend Andy Witt on its way to me, and I can't wait to try it. So the splash, that's what I'm reviewing. Get it? Got it? You guys level? My level says, I have a level on my tripod. Got you set up on a tripod. My level says you're level, but when I look at it, you don't look level. Maybe that's because I'm unlevel. The opening is sharp and aromatic. The juniper has this hint, the juniper berries, right? Has a hint of this like piney edge. The top only lasts a few seconds, what I'm describing here. So you get this piney edge from the juniper berries, while dry spices and coriander are adding this tension to the sharpness and the aromatic opening. It's brisk and almost confrontational. It's created in-house by Peter Charkalis. The soap is a 4-ounce glass jar, and the splash is 5 ounces, which is 147 milliliters. Normally in the community, we're used to buying 100 milliliter bottles, which comes out to 3.3 ounces. These splash bottles from Ariana and Evans are huge in contrast to what we're used to, almost a third more than the 100 milliliters at 147 milliliters to 100 milliliters. And I wrote down that's $24.95. If you use my code at checkout, Tobin, you'll get 10% off of that. So 22, right? 22.50, somewhere thereabouts. I think that's a killer deal on a fragrance that is unique, artisan made, and has a very niche fragrance appeal to it. Peter's killing it. I was telling him that today in a message that I sent to him, that he is killing it in so many different ways, and he really is, in my opinion. I love this knot. Hit the face here with some water. I already said I got you set up on tripod right. Per usual, no mirror, just going to be using the camera screen. As the top fades, and the top only lasts 2-3 minutes tops. Top only lasts 2 or 3 minutes tops. Yeah. And as it fades, this warmth begins to rise. And one of the reasons why I'm reviewing this fragrance now is because I think that this fragrance is perfect for autumn, winter, and early spring. The musk is adding body and a skin-like depth. I do not detect musk. And a lot of times you'll see musk in a scent profile, but then when I see it, I can't detect it. And that's because musk isn't always loud. It's not always noticeable, but what it is connective. And I think, in my opinion, that this musk is adding a depth to this fragrance. I don't detect any musk at all in the splash, nor do I in the soap. But I think it's helping the fragrance to cling to the skin with a soft, like, body warmth. And because I believe it's an anchor, it helps it to linger. I can get a good 6 hours of wear out of this fragrance. And I'm talking, like, that's wrong. I got something else on this hand. I do that so I can contrast and compare. I'll put one fragrance on the back of one hand, and then the fragrance that I'm reviewing on the back of the other. 4 to 6 hours of easy, noticeable wear. You can get 3 to 5 hours, though, of decent projection from the splash alone. The amber brings with it this resinous warmth that is just perfect. And I think it's not outwardly woody in the middle, but I think that the dry woods is helping to give it structure, if that makes sense. The vanilla is definitely the star of the show. You get some vanilla from the very start. The vanilla is being lifted up, even though it's listed in the base. I still do notice it down below. I'm going to have a hard time seeing the right side of my face, but this lather is looking pretty good. Almost dropped it. I caught it. The base, though, is definitely where Vendetta earns its name. The vanilla isn't sweet, like I was saying. It smells like vanilla, right? So there's definitely a sweetness to it. And I'll put some stuff there on the screen. There's a few different types of vanilla, and there's several different ways that vanilla can be presented in a fragrance. And one thing I do want to try and convey the best that I can is that this is in no way a gourmand type vanilla. It's not. It's dark, it's boozy, it's almost got a bitter edge to it. Yes, it's sweet, and I know that's kind of sounds contradictory to be sweet and bitter, but it's woody. There's so much going on with this vanilla that just dramatically changes it. The sandalwood is smooth, it's rounding out the edges, but at the same time it's keeping the backbone of this fragrance firm. The razor I have with me today, I have loaded in it a first use Derby Premium. Haven't used one of these in forever. And this was sent to me as a gift from my friend, the Shave Trooper. I'll get some photos there on the screen of his logo. He calls it the DE11. It's essentially like a DE89 type of head. And I didn't say up front, I'll say it now. I did not pay for the soap and splash. It was sent to me for review by Peter Charkalis. I got a bunch more that he has sent me to review. Hope you guys are doing well. I want to thank everyone for their prayers for Glenn Sherman. If you're not aware of Glenn Sherman and what he's been doing or what he's been going through, Glenn was on a cruise, 15 days aboard the ship, and then 15 days basically on land, Tahiti, Bora Bora, Hawaii. And the last time I spoke with him was directly with Glenn, was last weekend. On Sunday, he sent me a message that we were talking back and forth about different things. The expedition dropped last weekend, and we were talking back and forth about different things, and he had mentioned that on Friday of that week that he had come down with flu-like symptoms, a fever, dehydration, those kind of things. And just chalked it up. You know, he's like a 70-year-old man that he just came down with a bug and was going to be through it in a couple of days. Well, the work week started, and Sunday was the last that I'd spoke with Glenn. And Wednesday morning, right, or Tuesday night, I get a message from his wife, Susie, that Glenn had actually taken a turn for the worse and was not doing well. I'll keep it short and sweet. He was losing a lot of blood, 9 pints of blood. The cruise line, the nurses and doctors were lining up outside the door to donate blood to him. They literally kept Glenn alive. And I was just blown away when I learned that. When I first was told by Susie that he was receiving blood, I just kind of thought that, oh, they must have some kind of blood bank on the ship, right? No, they don't. They were full on donating the blood to give him the blood transfusions. Ready? Which I just think is like one of the coolest things ever. Talk about dedication. I never did ask what cruise line, and maybe before he left he had said, but I don't know what cruise line they were aboard. Glenn is currently at the hospital in Kona, Hawaii. They did an endoscopy first to try and find the source of the bleeding. That did not yield any results. And so earlier today, about the time that I was heading up here, they were preparing him for a colonoscopy to try and find the bleed. I had the pleasure of meeting Glenn on 2 different occasions last summer. The last 4 or 5 years, he's become like a father figure to me in the community. I've never really had a dad. I'm 48 and Glenn is 70. And so in a lot of ways, is exactly what he has become. He's the guy that I reach out to when things in my daily life become a little too much to handle. And especially different decisions that I've had to make as a content creator over these last 3.5 years. He is just one of the most amazing people you could ever ask to meet anywhere. I'll continue to keep you guys posted. Sorry. I'll continue to keep you guys posted, though, as I hear more. I'm hoping that when I come back into cell phone range, that I will have heard from his wife. Again, it's Sunday, the 28th, I believe it is. And this she'll have good news. They'll at least will have found the source of the bleeding. Splash. Soap is a tallow base. Killer post shave from the soap alone. You add this splash on top of it, and you're just going to get great performance. I did bring with me today also Mysterium serum. I'm going to apply that real quick. I do believe in the power of prayer. I have seen God work directly in my life more times than I can honestly remember. And I'm trusting and believing that God is going to be glorified in this, that prayers are still being answered today, that miracles are still being performed today, and that God will be glorified through Glenn one way or another. And these kinds of situations is where community really matters most. And watching how the community has rallied behind Glenn has just been fantastic to watch. I don't have any more in my pocket. I just put a few more in there. Ready? Go get it. Mysterium serum. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is the only product that they outright offer a 7-day. Hold on, Luna. There's a little goober that was inside the nozzle. 7-day money day. 7-day money back guarantee. I'll get that out yet. And I swear by it. This is my favorite post-shave balm. It has been for years, going all the way back to the old bottles. Full of good stuff. I'll put some of those ingredients on there. But the fact that they do a 7-day money-back guarantee should tell you, and it's the only product that they give you that flat-out money-back guarantee on. That if you're not happy with it, they'll just give you your money back. And if I remember right, talking with Douglas, the artisan at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, there's only been a couple of times that anyone has ever contacted them and asked for their money back. It's a killer product. It really is. I've been using it for years. I've used half a dozen or more bottles of it. I use it on my whole face, even sometimes on my hands when they get really dry. It's good stuff, Maynard. I want to again thank Peter Charkalis for sending me Vanille Vendetta. I can't recommend it enough. I really can't. It is a unisex fragrance. It's not overly masculine. It's not feminine. It's just kind of that middle of the road. And it is so damn good that my wife can't get enough of it. When I wear it, I will use all of this. It's one of those fragrances that my wife likes it so much that I will reach for it again and again. Because one of the reasons why I wear fragrance is to, I'll be honest, lure my wife into being closer to me or wanting to be closer to me, so that when she smells me, she wants to draw closer. And for me, that's one of the reasons why I wear fragrance. Yes, it's for myself, but I love to wear a fragrance that makes my wife want to be closer to me, and this is that fragrance. It really is. And even Emily, our 17-year-old daughter, gives it a high rating of 9, with 10 being I love it, 5 being I like it, 1 being I hate it. A 10 and a 9 from those two girls is an amazing score. I'll give it a 9 or a 10 all day long, every day of the year, other than hot summer days. But I still think that you could wear this on a summer night, like out as a date night fragrance. I just wouldn't recommend it for hot weather. It's a little big things, my friends. For me, a big thing is the power of prayer. And I try not to go into religion or faith too much in these videos. I have a very strong testimony, though, of Jesus Christ and the power of prayer. And I just can't thank people enough for praying for my friend Glenn Sherman. Take care. I'll see you next time. Welcome to the B-roll. They're ready. You guys ready? Direction you guys been looking, of course. Look at that sun. 4:30 on a Sunday afternoon. My setup. Hope the shave went well. As always, I record this before I do the shave. I want to again thank Peter Charkalis for sending this out to me. Grab them another rock. Please continue to pray for Glenn Sherman. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Hope you have a great week. Thanks again, Peter. Up here. Up here. You guys are funny. Let's go. Hey, go. This all, of course, is underwater during the summer, all the way up to the tree line. Same with across the way. This way, don't do it. This way. Girls, girls. Stay with Dad, don't do it. Hey. Hey. No. Luna. Let's go back this way. Come on. Let's go. Up here. Athena. Let's go, Theen. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Good girl. Hi. Mind if I join you guys down here? Oh, goody.